Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, it's really cool to be getting into Marillion after all these years of knowing about them, but never diving into them. Tried a couple of times unsuccessfully for whatever reason. I just think maybe the wrong songs or whatever. But some of the stuff that I'm hearing right now, is really appealing to me, and maybe my mind and my brain and just my comprehension is shifting to a degree or whatever, or maybe I'm just hearing better songs. So I kind of think I'm hearing better songs because I've heard the same couple of songs for years, and it was always the same two songs, and I never ventured out from those songs. I think one song in particular. But anyways, so yeah, I've been really enjoying it. So we're going to check out another live. I think live is a really good way to see him too, because it's fun to watch them and just all the emotion that goes into the storytelling and just the portrayal of the music. We're going to check out this song. It's called This Strange Engine. It's Montreal 2009 weekend. And so we're going to get going on that. So it's 18 minutes. So let's just get right into it here. Check it out. The audio sounds a little funky.
There was a boy who came into this world.
It's got a bit of a ring to it.
A holy woman in a holy place. He wore a red coat and walked a bulldog. We saw them reflected in the mirror of the lake. Lived in the shadow of the mountains with the smells of disinfectant, dusty old leather and the polished wood of his bed. No more than a baby feeding swans on the river, holding the hand of his mother and the wax paper bag of yesterday's bread.
Break them if you got them.
And his father on the other side of the world, on the ship's railings and some faraway tide, with a silent dry tear of home thoughts from abroad and his faraway eyes. His faraway eyes. Smell of the wax on the wooden floor, a mixture of polish and soul. No children to fear or to play with, rows of empty hooks for the coats, and a bright piano, and the boys in the choir still remind him of just before he was born. Still remind him of just before he was breathing. Strange misty visions of God. Turn the cities into families, into villages of souls, hovering in the air while they're sleeping, with their houses invisible. sent to me the ghost of Christmas, whispering, you're the only one. And ever since I was a boy, felt that I belonged. The thing they did to me, experiment to see how I would cope with the illusion. Would I jump? Would I do it all the same as the actors in the game? Or would I spit it back at them, not get caught up in their rules, and live according to my own? I never used to find the fundamental truths. If I summers down the line, the wisdom of each passing year seems to serve only to confuse, seems to serve only to confuse. Daddy came out of the Navy, took us away to his dirty grey hometown. He worked down a coal mine for national service so that he could be around. There was a magical purple in the chrome of the exhaust of his Triumph motorbike, and a warmth of oil and metal, and the thrill of the hard corner on a tide. From the horizon came home from the Navy to the mine, Montreal. 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 Joni Mitchell. Leonard Cohen, Rufus Wainwright, we'd like to thank you being here with us tonight. San Domingo, John Wesley Dirks, the Wishing Tree. Blue paint fades to a point where it doesn't fade. It stays blue. Stairs right go high to the strange. Mark Kelly. I have no idea what's happening now.
Might as well. He doesn't know what's going on. Don't drop them, boys.
less inconvenient. Light, blood timer, this puzzle, this love, this flame, blood timer, this puzzle, I don't understand. Blood knows nothing, and turns and fails, and turns again, stays in the dream, the night, time deep, for one last day, and please, and dead for you, and last, and dead, don't play, and dead, pushing in this night, let's say, it's true, yeah, true, it's true,
Oops. Okay, so that's gonna start doing that again, is it? All right. Wow. Jeez, what the heck was that? What a performance. It just looked like things weren't going Hogarth's way, though. It seemed to me that whatever that wooden thing he was carrying, like a guitar, wasn't working for him. At one point, he threw it, and then he went and retrieved it, and it still didn't work. And then he sat down to probably play a piano solo, what it seemed like, and the piano didn't go. And he was even more just frustrated, and and he kept pulling himself together, man. It was awesome. I loved how cool and calm the band was, and they're just, man, they did not deviate. They were just like doing their thing, and he worked it out right there in front of us on stage. And then he was so messed up in his head over all this stuff. He came in too soon lyrically, it seemed like. And then, so he started that last verse too soon. And so he's getting into that last verse, and then the music changed dramatically. And there was a whole solo thing going on there with Steve Rothery, and he just said, he goes, because I don't, whatever he said, he goes, I don't know what's going on. He was, but man, I feel like he did, how frustrating, how dang frustrating is that, but he pulled himself together, and it really felt like when he threw himself out there into the audience, like he was just like, okay, I gotta like make an adjustment here, I'm just going for broke. I don't know. Has he ever done that before? Because he looked like he knew what he was doing. He really did. He was like super stiff out there, and just remained calm. He didn't bend his body and like, drop in. It's can you imagine being an expert at what do you call that? Stage floating? Not stage diving? I don't know. He didn't really dive. He just kind of fell over backwards, and they caught him, and then they brought him back. They took him way the heck out there. That was awesome. I couldn't believe it. It's like, hey man, turn him around. Finally they did, and then he just like popped right up onto the stage. and he blew the audience a kiss. I think his mind was shifting at that point, and then he just came back with a smile on his face as he started that last verse again, and a twinkle in his eye, and passion in his heart, and he just freaking gave everything to that song in the ending, and just brought it up to a level that was great. Now I wouldn't say that, I can't say that brought it up to a level that it's never been before, because I've never heard any other version, but a lot of that seems improvised, and that seemed pretty passionate at the end. Perhaps he does something like that in the studio recording, but that was great, really, really good. And just all the players were just so key. The keyboard player at one point, he just turns and introduces them, because he starts playing a solo thing when he's trying to sing, and he's like, oh man, I am way. He's like, he's trying to come to grips with himself, because now he's screwing up, not just the stage people, for whatever reason, his two instruments wouldn't work. Probably not his fault. But now it was his fault. So he really readjusted really great. So, and the bass player was just killing it, man. He was just killing it. I don't know how much of that was improvised or just jamming, but pros, not a worry in their mind. They were just doing their thing, But it was like epic. Totally an epic. And I wasn't enjoying it tremendously in the beginning, I mean, it was good, but it was kind of trudging along, and then I was getting frustrated with him because he was frustrated. So visually, I'm like paying attention to what's going on for once. But anyways, he pulled it out, man. And they all just did so good. And the audience was so appreciative. Like during that, when he sat down for his piano solo, it didn't work. Whatever happened there, seemingly it didn't work. And he just got up in frustration, and the crowd just started cheering. Like, it's like, okay, it's okay. We love you guys, and shit happens, man. Believe me, you should have had my day. The guy in the audience is saying, I'm just glad to be here now. This day sucked until I got here. And so, man, that's cool. That's cool to see that whole thing happen, kind of go down like that. The guy, one of the viewers here, hopefully he's a subscriber, man. I hope you are. And he said that I'd be blown away. And I was, but not in the way I expected to be blown away. I wonder if I'm blown away in the way he expected me to be blown away. Musically it was good. Nothing, tripped me out or was like, whoa, whoa, that was awesome. But it was great, just the whole, they have a great sound. Their sound is so good. Because they all put maximum effort into making it good. The bass lines are great. The guitar rhythms and the guitar lead and the solos and the tones and the keyboards are great. They're not, too obscure, but fit very well. And the piano, he's a great player, and the drums, just everything. So good. All right. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate the recommendation on that one. It was fun to watch it, even though it kind of took me on a wild roller coaster of emotion. But you're right, man. I was blown away by it. I was really blown away in lots of different ways. Very cool. Very cool video, man. That kind of stuff happens. Got to work it out, don't you? All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. Hey, make sure you go down in the description there. Just show more. Boom, click that. And shop around for ways you can help out the channel. Patreon is a great way to help out. I lost a patron today. He told me early in the month he was going to be checking out and just kind of supporting somebody else. I do that too. I told him, I said, I support different different creators for a while, sometimes a long time, and then I'll just switch it around. I like to support two or three or four at a time. So totally cool. The guy, so good. Thank you so much for supporting me for as long as you did, and I know that you'll still be here at the channel, and I hope to see you back on Patreon again as a supporter there. But there's an open spot. It's an open spot. It's that seat. It's not a bad thing. People move on, but they make room for others. So first come, first serve. Okay, so you gotta hurry. Okay, if you can't sign up for some reason, that means you're too late. But if you get in, then you're good. Okay, so you gotta try over there on Patreon. Okay, help me out over there. All right, I'm sure you're fast enough to be the first one to get that open spot. I got one spot. Well, I got more than one spot, but one spot just became available. That's the thing. Okay. All right, guys. Well, thank you. I hope you enjoyed a long post here, almost 30 minutes. I could have not talked so much and could have been way shorter, only 18, 19 minutes, as long as the song was, but I don't know. I just have the gift to gab. I'm a little bit glib, you might say.